Engagement party shock. I was twirling in my new satin dress, half drunk on champagne and adrenaline, when the doors to our engagement party slammed open and a woman in a red dress stormed in like she owned the place. She marched right up to my fiancé, slapped him so hard the whole room went silent, and hissed, "Did you think you could get away with this?" My heart pounded in my ears as whispers erupted around us, and his mother's face turned a shade I'd never seen before. I had no idea who she was, but the way she glared at me made my stomach turn cold. I grabbed his arm and demanded an explanation, but he just stared at the floor, jaw clenched. The woman in red turned to me, her voice shaking. "You really think you're special? He's been with me for years. You're just the latest." My brain scrambled for sense. There had to be some mistake. I'd met his friends, his family, planned a future. I looked at him, desperate for a denial, but he wouldn't meet my eyes. That's when it hit me. He'd never really let me into his world, only the parts he wanted to show. The party dissolved into chaos as relatives tried to shush the scene, but I couldn't move. I followed him out to the balcony, shaking, and demanded the truth. He finally looked at me, eyes empty, and said quietly, "You were never supposed to find out. She's my girlfriend. You were just someone I needed." The words shattered something in me. Suddenly, every odd moment, every unexplained trip, every deflection made sense. He'd been building a life with her, and I was just a complication. Standing there in the cold, I realized I'd ignored every red flag because I was terrified of being alone again, of not being chosen. The worst part wasn't him cheating, or the public humiliation. It was knowing how willingly I'd let myself believe his lies. As the party crumbled behind me, I understood that the real betrayal was how little I'd valued myself, clinging to a fantasy while the truth was screaming in my face.